I FaceTime a lot with my husband. Apparently this next story is about Skyping for job interviews.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to an etiquette expert, Diane Gottsman, about what you need to do to land the job. Maybe not cry on the air like this.
Maybe not.
All right, thanks so much, Zach. Well, job interviews held out of the office are becoming more common. Some employers are actually using Skype to screen and interview their candidates. And Diane Gottsman, our friend with the Protocol School of Texas, is here to give us the do's and don'ts of a Skype interview. And I'm sure this also goes along with doing business via Skype as well.
If you haven't done Skype yet, you need to learn how to do it, because Skype is more and more prevalent, and for job interviews, this is very important. This is not a trial run. You know, they are deciding whether or not they want to take you to the next level.
Okay.
So you have to know what you're doing.
All right, so first things first, make sure that you dress the part, even though you're right there in the comfort of your own home.
That's a little tricky, because you want to dress from head to toe professionally. You don't want to have your suit jacket on and then you have to stand up. You know, sometimes it happens. You think, well, I'm not going to stand up. They won't see me, but you never know. And you're wearing your pajamas.
Oh,
so always dress with your professional attire on top, and then the same for your bottom part.
Okay, and then also be careful where your computer is located. What are you talking about here?
What I mean by that is you need to look in the camera and not in the screen. Not at the screen, because the screen, when you're looking at the screen, that means you're looking away from the camera and they're looking at your ear.
Yeah.
So you can either adjust it so the camera and the screen are, close or right on top of each other, or make sure you're looking directly into that camera and practice. You have to practice so you look natural.
Well, and that's where the run-through comes in. And also, technically speaking, you want to make sure your Skype and your connection and your camera work all
no
well,
surprises.
Right?
So if you're not great with technology, or simply you're not sure how you're going to look, you have to do a run through, and do it with a friend, somebody you trust, so they can say to you, you know what, there's a shadow, or oh, I couldn't see your eyes. You know, the interviewer should be able to see the color, tell the color of your eyes.
Okay, well, back to what you were saying, make eye contact with the camera, not necessarily with your screen.
That's right.
And also look at your username. You don't want like Hot Stuff 82 on there, right?
Sexy Sarah.
No.
Nothing. So what you have in college, and hopefully we don't have that in college anyway, moms won't be happy, but what you use in college should not be the same thing you use for a professional interview if it's questionable. So check your username, and while we're at it, Carrie, check your social media, because interviewers are looking at social media.
Sure. We all are looking at social media when we're kind of,
You are what you tweet.
Well,
you are what you post, so it's important.
And those photos, too. You also say be aware of your body language, which is tricky because we're not used to talking to a computer camera.
Right. So we don't want to see a floating head, so it cuts you off the head. Again, a run through is important.
Right.
Want to see your torso, and try and use your hands occasionally. So you're not just sitting there like this, like a little soldier.
Yeah.
So you're moving gracefully and you look confident.
Okay, that's good stuff. And don't forget to follow up, this is tricky also, because when is a follow-up to somebody that you interviewed with, a prospective employer, when is that too much of a push?
Well, never. You always want to send a thank you note. And if you know it's a quick turnaround, you want to email them a thank you. I like emails anyway. And then follow up with a handwritten note.
Okay, good stuff. And of course, you can find all of this you have a blog on HuffPost.
I blog for HuffPost, and my own blog is DianeGottsman.com.
Great stuff. Good to see you.